So Elvis would come to the club about 3 nights a week, and we'd hang out with Elvis. He'd go, "Hello, Don."
Wow.
And I'd hang out with Elvis. And then the Everly Brothers heard about me. And they sent a gentleman named Marshall Lieb from the Teddy Bears, from Phil Spector's Teddy Bears. And he said, look, Marshall came and said, the Everlys are looking for a guitar player.
Wow.
So now it's 1962. And I'm on the road with the Everly Brothers, Bo Diddley, Little Richard, Frank Ifield. Just unbelievable. And the Rolling Stones are opening for us.
Wow.
We're the stars. And the Stones have got these shaggy guys that are hanging out with them backstage. It was the Beatles.
I absolutely approach it like a soldier. Work backwards. Okay, what's your goal today? That when you walk on stage, you're at your best, right? So how do I do that? I've got to get some rest. I've got to play. I've got to know that my sound is good. I've got to eat good food that's nourishing, that's going to be good for me, that I can use as good fuel. I do meets and greets every night so I can sap everybody of their enthusiasm and take it on board and give it back to them from the stage.
The simple act of finding little things to appreciate changes your vibration, so to speak. And then immediately the things you're looking at change. You know, your perspective of them changes. So it's very helpful, especially on tour, because touring for some people can be really difficult. You know, not for me. I love it. I love touring. And why do I love it? Because I found things to appreciate.
So what about the people who are flying a lot with their instruments and traveling? Should we release the strings before we have to check a guitar?
I think you should tune them down. If you don't do anything, that 140 pounds of string pressure is on the headstock, and if the guitar gets tipped over or takes a shock, it's liable to break the back of the neck here or break something else. And that's what we do all day long, is fix these things.
You have to have ability to get along. You've got to be able to multitask. Mm-hmm. You've got to be able to have articulate, informative conversations when you're advancing the dates or whatever your job is of advancing your part. You've got to be able to deal with the management in a way, you know. I've gotten rid of so many crew guys over the years that just got confused. They like read too many Rolling Stone magazines and thought it was this way. It's like, dude, that stopped in 1975. Get out of here, right?
As guitars travel from, you know, cold to warm regions and all that, they kind of get their own mojo going on, and they tend to settle down and not misbehave, as opposed to some guitars that are handled with kid gloves, you know, people that keep them tucked away in their case and bring them out and pat them down with a little blankie, you know. Those guitars, they don't sort of travel so much. But I find whenever, you know, guys like yourself are on the road, putting them through some pretty harsh environments and treatments and whatnot, you know, the guitar itself gets stronger, you know, it kind of behaves better, you know.
On a solo show, it's straight about the storytelling, about the tune. It's about the being really deliberate in your playing, you know. And that's why I like to watch you play. I like to watch you and Tommy play, because you guys are masters at taking a guitar and just, you know, and it's like there's only so much you can do. The fingers can, but the way you put it in, the way you lay it, the way you harmonize whatever notes and have you, and the harmony and all that stuff it's a deep well of skill, and you're just all out there hanging out there by yourself solo.